Okay, so in Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, we recently had a look at an incendiary grenade, and the little build for it, we did get quite unlucky with it, but we're going to do another grenade in this video. However, we are going to do a different one. So what we're going to do is use the driller. We're on Hazard 3 on Crystalline Caverns, and we're going with the strong-armed subclass again, because it gives access to throwable weapons, and you get 20% extra weapon range. So the thing with this is we need to get lucky, we need to have some gold in order to be able to re-roll the weapons that are offered at level 5, just so that we've got a chance of getting the one that we actually want. And there we go, secondary objective done, so we have a decent amount of gold now, and I'm going to keep leveling up the impact axe because it's still a very, very good weapon. And obviously it's our only choice at the moment. So we're just going to carry on looking for more gold. And the game has been out of order, so I'm going to restart the run because it's not giving me what I want. We're looking for the cryo grenade, as you guys can tell by the title. And it's offered every grenade besides the cryo and the incendiary. So let's restart the run, and I'll see you guys when we're level 5 again, hopefully with the choice to take the cryo grenade. And there we go. It's a bit weird, but we weren't offered either of these grenades in the previous run, and this time we're offered both in the same role. So the cryo grenade, it inflicts slow on the target, decreases the move speed, has a stacking chance to freeze the target, it deals moderate damage and slows enemies. So our very first artifact, we've got the pay to win console. It continuously drains 10 gold every 10 seconds, but it doubles our damage. So we're going to take that. The cryo grenade's doing alright. It's freezing the enemies at the moment. And again, the game's probably going to offer me a lot of legendary upgrades for the wrong things. I don't mind it because the impact axe is good, but obviously we're trying to focus on the cryo grenade. And I mean, there we go. We've got a 25% damage increase, which is going to be really, really helpful. And another thing I really, really like about using the driller with the strong-armed subclass is that you get increased damage for all of your throwables and you can get increased damage for your explosives. So we're going to grab that 10% extra damage. And you'll see there that even though it's not for too long, you can still freeze the elites with the cryo grenade. So on the second dive, we have the elite that's come out. And again, this game just will not offer me what I want. It's just not giving me that level 6 upgrade for the cryo grenade. Hopefully we get a level up from this. We've got a couple, so hopefully we get one. Again, we haven't, but we can increase the range of our impact axe, which is nice. And there we go, we actually got it. So we have a choice here to increase the damage and the reload speed or the size of the explosions. We're going to take the size of the explosions. The radius goes up 30%. So you'll see as we chuck the cryo grenades, they have quite a big radius on them already, and we're only level 23, and we're obviously still freezing the elites. And you'll see damage numbers as the cryo grenade lands, because it's not just freezing them, it's dealing damage as well. And at the moment, we've got it dealing like 517 damage, which is quite a lot of damage, especially early into a run. So the elite should be down any moment. There we go. Grab all the XP, level up. Now we've got to get to the drop pod. And our third weapon we are going to take... Let's keep it like grenade throwable sort of based in this build. We're going to grab the neurotoxin grenade. And now we've just got even more gold. You'll see as it consumes some of the gold to give us the double damage, you'll see that our damage goes up to over 1,000. And yeah, it causes a lot more explosions. There's a lot more cold damage. And we're now one level with no levels away from the second overclock. So the grenade explosions now deal damage to the terrain, or we can take the increased damage and reload speed. So we're going to grab a little more oomph. So you'll see the damage we're doing to the elite. If we let it come towards us a little bit, it's frozen, and then it starts moving again. So we back up a little bit. And we just wait until the grenade is thrown in the way of the elite, and you'll see the damage is dealing less than half health. And then we've got some exploders coming in, so we'll just try and get rid of those ones if we can. We've got a magnet, which is going to be good for the XP. And then we are going to take the reload speed on that, just because I am focusing on the cryo grenades. And you'll see there, we had 3 explosions going in the same direction, and it's just wiped out a bunch of the small bugs. And you'll see the radius and everything that's going on now. I'm going to take the reload speed here. But just look at how many of the bugs are actually frozen in place and they can't do anything. And then because there was an exploder there, they've all just exploded. The damage is nice. It's just like these grenades are incredible. And we are just about to take down the elite on this floor. There we go. So now we've got to make it to the drop pod. Then we are on the final stage of the dive. And I've had quite a few level ups recently. We are level 49. But unfortunately, the game is not giving me any upgrades for the cryo grenade whatsoever. So we are now onto the Dreadnought, and I'm going to try and grab the gold to double our damage. We still have one elite that's chasing us. And we might actually die because that guy jumps across the gaps, which I didn't actually know until now. So he's done about a third of his health, which isn't bad. Like, obviously, it's taken quite a long time. But you'll see we're dealing with an elite. We've got a load of bugs in here. We've got the Dreadnought. We just need to keep him close and everything else away so that we can focus our weapons on him. Obviously not as much damage as the incendiary grenade, but it's good to freeze the enemies. Yeah, and unfortunately it's a game over. We just couldn't get that unstable overclock on it. But you'll see here, and if I give you a rough comparison of the weapons, we reached level 52, which was 3 levels higher than what we did with the incendiary grenade. The hazard level 3 was a success with the incendiary. We spent about 3 minutes longer, we gained more XP, and our total damage on the incendiary run was about 9.4 million or something like that. So this is like an extra 5 million damage we had to deal. However, the cryo grenade was still the best in the run. Obviously, it was the highest level by quite far. It was 8 levels above the impact axe. But its DPS sat at around 4.8k, and the damage was just under 6.2 million. So it's a pretty good weapon. However, it is moderate damage because it's more for the freezing than it is for the damage. But yeah, you definitely, like, if you're going to use the cryo grenade, or any grenade for that matter, you really do want to get your hands on the strong arm subclass for the driller, because you get that extra range, and that's going to be so helpful when you are running grenades. And you'll see in terms of the statuses, we dealt 6.1 million damage with cold, and we got 7.2 with kinetic. So kinetic was actually a lot stronger than cold in that run, even though our cold damage was from a level 17 weapon that we had. So if you're comparing the grenades, incendiary, cryo, 100% you're going to go with incendiary. The cryo just not that great, and it had a lot of damage buffs and stuff on it as well. That was a look at the cryo grenade in Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, and if you are going to put a build together for this, I would definitely focus on that weapon to build up the damage. The reload speed is really good for it. You want to try and get some range and stuff as well, and then obviously get the overclocks. Make sure you're taking a bigger explosion radius. Make sure you're taking like the unstable overclock. Just try and get that in your runs because it's going to be so beneficial. So yeah, not the greatest, but I thought we'd take a look and put a little build together for the cryo grenade, like basically level it up and see its capabilities and everything. And what we're going to do is leave that video there. Let me know your thoughts and stuff about the cryo grenade in the comments. I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helped you out. Thank you for watching.